Today's episode, we are going to be in GTA 5 and having a look at some of the casino update um, and what is entailed in that. Now, there is an exploit that I do use within the casino itself. Many of you will already know it. I did not find this, I just got told about it. So what we'll do just now is we'll head over to the Diamond Casino and Resort and we'll see what's inside there. So we've been quiet recently. There's a lot of things going on within the clan. And trying to get everybody online is an absolute nightmare. But I'm here today. We'll have Oblivion Ninja join us later on, and potentially a few others. I'll tell you what, before we do that, we may as well do the... May as well just do this gang attack while we're here. May as well get... Oh no! He's right there! Not a chance. Oh, this isn't going very well. Just since we're here, we may as well just take part in this. So, GTA is one of these games. They have been out, it's been out so many years now, yet it's still selling millions and millions and millions of copies, which is unreal. I've never seen a game that's done this before in my life. Minecraft was a good seller, but nowhere near as good as this. Minecraft sells a few copies here and there each week, each day, each month, whatever. But GTA is by far the leading competitor for every online game. And the best part is, we're so many years on, yet they are still bringing out different updates like this casino one. And it's just bizarre. Usually they give up on games by now and move on to their next, yet they are working on GTA 6 and also bringing out updates for this, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, let's do what we're meant to do now. Let's head over to the casino. So in this update there is new cars. Well, I'm just going to say vehicles because they've got that many in this one. Tons of new clothing, different helmets. I mean, you could be a jester if you really wanted to. But my favourite thing about this casino is all the exploits that it has. It's such an easy money maker. As you can see, I've got 314,000. I have just came out the casino just to start up this this live stream within an invite only session, so we don't get dickheads coming at us from every angle. 340,000. I went in to that casino with 20,000 in the bank. I've just went and bought the business, so I'm currently getting all that together. I've got a motorcycle club, got an office, but I'm now saving up for a bunker or a bigger motorcycle club, one of the two. Because I've just got a little dinky one at the minute just to keep the money slowly rolling in with the businesses for that and the contract. So we'll head to the casino. I don't have my daily spin yet. I'm not sure what time zone Grand Theft Auto 5 works on, but it's certainly not GMT. I think this update came out about 3 o'clock in the afternoon GMT. So wherever this time zone is really weird. I've not bothered checking what time I can go back to the spin at. I've not won anything very interesting. I've still not won the car. You never know, on the live stream today or another live stream in GTA 5 I might be winning that lovely car that's presented in the main lobby. That is the hope. So far I've got clothing, which was dreadful. I've got 20,000 cash, which was dreadful because it all went into the casino before I had heard about this exploit, and I lost it all because I'm not the greatest at 3-card poker. But it is what it is. It's a casino. You win some, you lose some. Alright, let's set a waypoint to here just so we can get there as quick as possible. Save you guys from waiting too long. The amount of new patches on this is extremely unreal as well. I mean, there was so many glitches and things that not that I use any glitches. I do just use exploits. I hate cheating on games. Absolutely hate it. If you've got to duplicate cars and things like that, you're not playing the game. The only reason I use this one is purely just to get everything up and running and started. It is not a glitch. It is an exploit. Which I'm not entirely sure if they can fix or not. I doubt they can, because as you'll see in a minute, it has to be within the game to make the game work. So I don't think this will ever be patched as such, unless they're going to patch each individual player, but I doubt that one. Right, here we go. This is by far the most dangerous job on the whole game, is standing out here. I mean, if you're in a public session, you're going to get people in here all the time trying to kill you before you enter the casino. And now he wants to fight me. Great. Right. I really don't want to kill you. I just want to go to the casino, thanks. Goodbye. Right. So I noticed something that happened the other day. I was within my CEO office and I was trying to oh, here we go. I was trying to sit down in the chair so you can enter the desktop, start up your warehouse missions. But what actually happened was I didn't have a chair. So I thought, yeah, that's a bit strange. So, but it was still allowing me to sit down. So I sat down just to see what kind of happened with it. And turns out I sat down at my... Do you know you got like the layout of the map on the table? I sat down there and my arms inside the table and I was able to enter the desktop from there. So I entered the desktop, done what I had to do, came out and I was standing on top of the table. Something you can't do. Which I find is just completely bizarre. Whether this is just a bug or something within this new update that's came out or not, I'm not entirely sure. But it was funny to watch. I mean, I had Oblivion Ninja in here with me and we were both in stitches at the sight of it. There's a lot of weird things that goes on. Right. So this is the new car. One of them anyway. This is the one you can win from the wheel just across there. This car is absolutely gorgeous. I can't actually complain about this car, apart from its lack of handling. The handling on it's not great. The top speed is okay. But a fairly upgraded LRJ could go the same speed as this thing. Right, so let's have a wee walkabout in here. So when you first come in, you've got your elevator there that can take you up to your penthouse if you have one. If you've got one, you'll already know about the casino. Many people do by now. And if you go down, you can go into your parking garage, access to roof, things like that. This guy you could buy your penthouse off of. So on this first area, what you've got is you've got the bar. Now, the bar is... could be cheapish, but could be expensive. I mean, vodka shot $10, but if you want a bottle of champagne, there's 150,000 gone out of your bank. You've got your specialised shop just for this casino. The masks are hilarious. Here we go. There's a Jack of Diamonds. If you want to be run about as a strawberry, go for it.
I told you to wear your other shoes.
So this is mainly just for your casino outfits, which I don't really stick by. I'll just go about in my hoodie and jeans and be happy with life. Now this is your wheel. So as you can see the prize on there, you've got your 50,000, you've got your clothing, 2,500 RP, you got your 10,000 chips, you got your lovely clothing. Now your mystery prize, I seen somebody with a pack of Redwood off that. That was hilarious. At this desk here you can buy your chips from the cashier. You also get a visitor bonus each day, which is 1,000. This guy sits here all his life. You got your slots. Now the one I prefer to play is this one here, Diamond Miner. It's got a payout rate of 98.7 back to the player. So we'll just head straight through. So through here you've got your high limit tables. If you own a penthouse, you'll be able to access this. Is basically just roulette, 3-card poker, and blackjack, but the rates are a bit higher. There's your standard table games, just with the same ones in it. It's a bit hard to navigate in this place, but you do have your... Everywhere you need to go is always on the walls. Inside track. This is where I like to go, because this is where I do the exploit. So, here it is here. This is where you obviously bet on horses. So what we'll do is I'll show you how to do it. So you sit down at your computer and you place a bet. And you go into the single event here, play with yourself. Click place bet. As you can see, you've got evens and a 2 to 1. All you need to worry about is these two. So what you're looking to get is an evens and a 5 to 1. So if we just back out of there, evens 4 to 1. So you press circle twice to come out. So you're at this part. And you just go back in again, and there's your evens 5 to 1. So we'll vote on the evens and place the bet. 9 times out of 10, this comes back as a winner. I say 9 times out of 10 because sometimes you'll get the 5 to 1 going through, and others you'll get a 30 to 1 winning. But 9 times out of 10, this usually brings me in some money. I don't think that's going to be the case for here. Nope, here we go. There we go. 20,000 chips right there. You do have your main game as well, which is just here. Basically, this is on the big screen. You can play with players. In an online session, that is. So you got your 2 to 1 and your 5 to 1s. Sometimes I'll bet on the 2 to 1. I'll do it now. Sometimes I will bet on it because sometimes you get a bit lucky in what you're doing, and it's always best to go for the higher odds anyway, due to obviously you're going to get more money for it at the end of the day. Let's see if we're going to get through here. So my 2 to 1 horse is almost coming in. Now there we go. There's a 7 to 1, and the number 1 horse is picked up into the first place again. So there we go. There is an easy 30,000. So I walked in here with about 36,000. I'm going to vote for 5 to 1 this time, just to see what happens. We're up against a 2 to 1, so the 2 to 1 might go through. But the odd chance we do get that 5 to 1, always pushing forward, which is fantastic. If you get lucky, if you've got enough money in the bank, take out as many chips as you can and try and get the higher ones through. No, it doesn't look like we got this one. The 2 to 1 got it. So alright, we'll try again on a different one. So here's your main game. I'll place a bet on here. We'll do a 4 to 1 for 10,000. And you've got to wait 4 minutes 15 on that game starting. So this is basically what I do to earn money within the game. It really, really, really helps. Right, let's see if we can get this. The first 3 to 1 in first, but behind us we've got a 9 to 1, we've got that 2 to 1 coming up behind us. What we don't want is that to go in front by now. Perfect, there we go. A 2 to 1 odds, and you've won 40,000. So now we're already up to 82,000. So I like to keep it within 80 to about 150,000 before I jump up. and I'll go across to back to where you can collect your casino chips across the cashier. And I do like to cash this in because I always like to start with 20,000 and build my way up from there. So as you can see, I got 314,000 in the bank. I don't want to acquire chips, thanks. I want to trade them in. Tell you what, we'll trade all them in, and we'll take out 20,000. That's what we'll do. And we're up to 376,000 in the space of what 4 to 5 minutes. We've managed to get up 80,000. Whereas you'll be doing a mission and you'll maybe only get 8,000, you might get 15,000, you might get 27,000, but it's nothing compared to this inside track. This is such a good tool to use, and if you are going to use it, I'd say try and keep it to yourself, but that's no fun. Use it as much as you can, because the best way to get money in the game is by using these exploits, which I don't stand by it from being a clan leader. Or playing the game. I detest it, but it is what it is. It's kind of there to be used. It's the reason it's there. They buggered up on the game, which meant we get to take advantage of that. So our horse currently fourth, but hopefully it pushes forward. Come on. No, it's not working. It's alright, we'll try again. So even though I've left this table, my bet still continues. I still have that horse there, that 4 to 1. So you just keep backing out, and there you go, there's an evens 5 to 1. So horse company in front, dropping back. At this point you kind of want your horse to push forward slightly. So like it is now, and then you just want it to take off, just like the wind. If it does that, you're pretty much guaranteed to win unless this number 3 overtakes us. No, we're good. There we go. An extra 20,000 chips. Just for that. So we got this main one started in 45 seconds, but we'll just quickly jump on and do another one. There's another evens 5 to 1. We'll go for the 5 to 1 this time. I'll try and show you that sometimes that one does actually come through, and it's worthwhile always trying it. As long as you've got enough chips, you won't really notice. It's only 10,000 you're losing each time. This is where you want your horse to excel. Go on! Nope, number 1 takes it. What I like to do is I like to look for either a 2 to 1 or a 5 to 1. So our main game started just now. And what we'll do is we'll quickly play this, because these games are shorter than your main one. So we'll play this one. Hopefully win it. We've got a 2 to 1. And the next one above us is a 5 to 1. What I'm going to start doing is, folks, I know we've been really quiet over the past few weeks. I've only just got this game. I had it before, but I've only just recently got it back. And I've been kind of playing this, trying to get back into grips with it. And I've kind of forgotten about the other games as such. There we go. It doesn't usually show like that. That's very weird. I think it's not meant to do this, folks. It's meant to be shown on that big screen behind it. This is what I mean. It's so this is kind of bugged out just now. So I'll stand up and get rid of that. This is what I mean by the bugs and the exploits and everything like that. There's just look at that. Look, it's not meant to show that. Oh, I trust that to happen. Right, let's see if it does it again. Yeah. Right, we'll just go back onto the betting console. We'll place our bet. Maybe not. When you see two of the same, it's never good to bet because it could be either or. So we'll go for the 5-1 here. We've got a 4-1 just below us, which is perfect because they're not entirely great. Your evens are usually the best ones that come out on top. That's an easy win, 20,000. But if I stay at 20,000, I'm happy. I'm happy with going with taking a wee bit of a risk by going for a higher odd. But if it pays out, happy days. No, I've lost this one to 9-1. So this one isn't 100% foolproof. You will lose sometimes. It's going to happen. There's another 5-1. We'll go with that. You are going to lose sometimes, but you know what? It's the nature of the game. It's usually by luck. But because we've kind of tweaked with that a little, it's more just, I hope it comes out. But usually it does because of the odds. So we'll see what happens in this one. We're currently third. So if we push forward here, we'll win. There we go. So you've always got to watch where that horse goes. Don't worry about the first half of that race. That could go any single way. Don't bother with it. If you bother with it, then you're just going to think you're going to lose all the time. And it's usually 9 times out of 10 not the case. So I started with 20,000. And look what we have now. We've got 70,000 within the chip bank. That's off 20,000, so I've almost tripled my earnings by being in here for the past, 8 minutes. So, really good exploit to use. There will be different games shown as well. I'm trying to get the other clan members to kind of start up their own live streams and things like that, so it's not always just me doing them all the time. But like I said, we are having a few clan issues, a few personal issues, things like that. Doesn't concern you guys, but it's hitting the clan hard. So we give the members the time it takes and things like that. And then we'll just get back into the games again. I am going to be buying another game shortly. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to hit you with the gameplay. It's a game I have personally never played before. But I do want to give it a go. Because I think it'll be fun to play a game I've never played. Because like I said, I've had GTA in the past. I've pretty much studied this game before. When I left PlayStation 4 just after the heist came out, my PlayStation kind of went tipped up, and it ended up just not working at all. System storage, couldn't access it. I know a lot of people had this issue as well, and everyone had to get new consoles due to it. But anyways, we're back now. So we'll see how it goes. We've now got the casino update. Couldn't be happier. There's a 2-1. We're bet on him. So I can sit here for about an hour and get 200,000. That's what just happened when I managed to. As you can see, my bank's quite low. I don't use hacks. I don't use, well, mods. I don't use anything. I just use this exploit to get what I need. And that's usually to get businesses going so I can get money coming in legitimately. Come on! There we go, 2-1 came in nicely. 30,000 chips, so we've now tripled what we came in with. Just by playing this game. This is confusing. This shouldn't be happening, folks. I don't know what's going on with this. So you back out there, go back in again until you get the odds that you want. There's a 2-1, we'll roll with that again. So you never want your horse to be in front all the time, because near the end it'll die off and it'll go right back. This is this point here where you want your horse to really excel. and get into first place. Which mine didn't do. Look at that. Number 5. 26 to 1. And it beat us. These things happen. Well, I don't have a horse on, do I? Nope. So we'll go with a chance here to 3 to 1 for 40,000. See, your chips go down quite a bit. But if you're betting on horses all the time, evens to 5 to 1s, you're gonna almost guaranteed get 20,000 each time. Whereas I'm kind of varying mine. I'm going between 2 and 1s, 3 and 1s. Right now I'm up against a 2 to 1. That's my main contender because I'm not for another 10 to 1. So I need my horse to excel here, which he's not going to win. Ah! Oh, it did win. Fair enough. So there's 40,000. I've now got 100,000 in the bank. I started off with 20,000. There's 80,000 profit in cash. So what I'm going to do is, before I waste any more chips, I've got 376,000 in the bank. So I'm going to go put this 100,000 in. Well, I'll put 80,000 in so I can stick with 20,000. Now be careful with this one, because if you put all your chips in, sometimes the cashier won't give you any chips back. Like that. Look, this feature is not available right now. Please come back later. I don't know what that's all about. But it is what it is. This part really frustrates me. I wish they could you could enter how much you want to put into here, because to get it exact is horrible. We'll roll with 77,000. There's 454,000 in the bank and 2,200 in chips. I'll show you this slot machine. I'll probably lose all my money on it, but I'll show you it anyway. So, there's your payouts there. Your payouts are rather high. So there's your 500,000. This is on... The diamond one's your best one, I think. As you can see, the one next to the highest one they've got is 100,000. This is your 500,000. So bet the max and just go for it. And hope you win. The slots are pure by chance that you win. There's no algorithm behind it that you can work out. It's more just keep playing till you win. So far I've lost 7,500. There we go, there's 5,000 back. So I'm only down 2,500 now. Right, let's bet one. We'll bet 1,000 each time now. Right, we'll bet one just to put on the safe side. There's 1,000 back. So your jackpot is the 3 sets of diamonds, which is the 500,000. That's what you aim for every single time. But you need to have a lot of chips to try and get that. I like to get cash rather than chips because I know I'll just spend it on the casino. Since this morning I've lost so much within this casino, it is unreal. But I've also gained. So look, I don't have enough chips to play, so I'll go back. We'll go have a game of blackjack. That's your VIP area. When you try and go in there, if you don't have a penthouse, you will just get chucked back out again by him, and he'll shake his hand and say no, or he usually does. Right, we'll head down to table games. I love the look of this casino. It is great. There's the amount of work that's been put into this, even though they're still trying to do GTA 6. Fantastic. Right. Game of blackjack, please. So the dealer will always stand on the number 17. So 17 or higher, he is not allowed to go lower. So I'll place my bet. Oh, I didn't mean to do 10. So there's a 12 for us. So we'll hit 13.
And we have 21.
Blackjack!
And we're at 11.
So we had the same one, so I just get my bet back again. That's all that happens there. So I'm going to bet
If you're betting,
the max that I can, which is 350.
bets are now closed.
There's a 10 if we get an ace here, it's blackjack.
At 12.
Ah, 12.
Got a deuce here. Here's 20. Another
So we'll stand on 20. Because maybe the dealer has to go 17 or above.
got a
If he gets 21, we're
and
buggered.
16
If he gets 20, there we go. So there's 700 chips because I managed to... Because I don't have a lot, but usually it'd double it.
bets, please.
We'll just keep going for the max.
No more bets. Good luck, folks. And a 7.
Right, so we got 7. That is a terrible
Care for
hand.
another card. And 14.
14, we'll go for another.
16.
16, must go for another because the blackjack has to go.
21.
21, perfect.
12. That's 17.
There we go, there's 1,000 in the bank. Just for doing that. It's not the best money maker, but it is what it is.
Bets are now
Put down 1,000. An ace if we get a 10 or any of the special
and blackjack.
blackjack. There we go. I'm having so much luck on this one.
12 here.
2,500 for that. Bet the max again. 2,500.
And a 10.
10.
14 here.
14.
That's 3.
Right, we'll hit.
For another card. Bust.
Ah, we're bust.
Ooh, lucky 13. Look at that. Dealer wins. Bets, please.
Right, so we'll go with 200. And then it'll leave us with 2. So if we don't win this, we're out of the casino. Simple as.
And 14. And a 3.
We're going to have to go again.
And at 17.
We'll stand on 17. It's a low figure.
And 13.
There we go. Like I say, it's not the best way to make money, but it's fun to play. And then we've got our roulette table. I like to place all mine on red. That is where I like to go. So I'll leave it on red. We've got 35 seconds before the actual game starts. The betting as such. Bets close at that. So, table's spinning. Usually 10 seconds before bets are closed.
Sorry, all bets are closed.
That's the bet closed. Oh. Yep, right, so let's have a look here. So we're looking for a red. There we go. Red came in. So there's 200 chips. It just doubles it.
Why not one?
And before I lose all my money on roulette, I will show you 3-card poker. Then we'll end the live stream here. So this 3-card poker, I'm not entirely sure how to play this, if I'm being honest. I don't know flushes. I don't know straights. 3 of a kind, straight flush. Absolutely nothing. But I do think you just need to get the highest amount of cards.
Great. Bets are now closed. Let's begin.
Right, we'll put down 20 since I don't know how to play this for the life of me. Right, so there's our 3 cards. There's the dealer's 3 cards.
Good. Now, time for your bets.
Right, so we'll just play. I don't get this at all.
Go again.
I don't know how this game works.
I'll need your bets now, please.
Right, what we'll do is we'll bet the max. Don't know how to do it, but we'll bet the max.
Bets are closed now. Let's start, shall we?
What I'm going to do is, sometime this week, I will be posting up another video, and it's going to be a complete first person only game. There we go, I got a flush, I don't even know what it is. So 850 chips for something I didn't know what to do. Right, I'm going to end this live stream here, folks. But this has been the Diamond Casino and everything you can do inside it. I don't have the penthouse suite to show you, but when I do, I will obviously become live again and show you everything inside it.
You tell JT with some bad news. The document shop's completely out of supplies.
Right, so I end this here, folks. I'll be back up with another live stream some point during the week, and it's going to be a full first person game. It'll be a 2-hour live stream. We'll do stunt races, we'll do everything in first person. And before I go, what I want to do is, I have to show you this. This is hilarious. So there's there's a whiskey shot, the Macbeth, $350, and watch what happens with this. You think maybe you just get really, really drunk? No. What happens within the Diamond Casino and Resort? You get your shot, you take it, and what happens? You think you get drunk?
I think you've had enough.
Yep.
Now, okay?
No matter what kind of gaming
But
experience you're looking for, you'll find it and be continuously entertained.
oh, it
at
didn't
the
happen.
Diamond Casino and Resort.
Whoa! Oh, there we go. You pass out on the ground, and you wake up in the toilets. This is the funniest feature within the Diamond Casino. Sadly, you don't stay drunk. That would be great. Strolling out of here, still drunk, and just jumping onto the roulette table. Right, folks, this has been Oblivion Optics here. Been good to have you here, and I'll be back up shortly with another live stream. Thanks for watching.